SEMA show 2016 in the booth of JCR Offroad. You guys that have been watching for a while know they've been a long-time supporter of the show, and we're here to check out Daryl's trail. This is the Reelhawk, right?
Snowhawk. It's Snowhawk now, yeah.
This is the Snowhawk version of the Reelhawk that you guys have seen in some of JCR's videos. So we're going to go ahead and do a walk around and have Daryl tell us what all he's done to this awesome Cherokee.
What's up, BleepinJeep? First, I want to thank you for all the support. We really appreciate everything. And I wanted to show you, this is Snowhawk Mountain Rescue. This is the SEMA version of Reelhawk. And as you know, Reelhawk is a Jeep that we like to rock crawl with, and we kind of like to beat on it. And this doesn't really look like it's ever been wheeled ever. So you guys know.
I know what you're going to say. Some of you guys are going to say mall crawler. But if you go to JCR's YouTube channel, you can see some actual footage of this thing just killing it at Moab.
We're the OG mall crawlers, man.
Yeah, that's true.
we actually bring pretty rigs out to the rocks. That's kind of our MO. So.
That's right.
Yeah.
Handycorn has mall rated this. Is that right?
It's been mall rated 5 or 6 times, I think, at this point. So you want to walk around and see what's going on?
Yeah, we're going to show you.
Let me show you some of the armor that's on this guy. This is our Vanguard front bumper. This is our full width front winch bumper for the Cherokee with the pre-runner tube work. We also offer this without the tube work if you kind of want a sleeker style. But this has been a really popular bumper for us. Very, very high clearance. This is about as tight as you can get a winch to the grill and to the fair lead without having to chop into stuff. So we really like this bumper a lot. It's been real popular for us. If I can walk you around to the side, these are our Cherokee Classic sliders, and I dare to say these are the sliders that really put JCR Offroad on the map. We've been running this style slider for 15 years now, and you can just wail on these. They keep the body straight. You can rotate around trees. We've kept this design pretty much the same for a long time, and this is kind of the workhorse of the JCR Offroad XJ lineup.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's go to the back.
All right, hidden behind some Knott's Customs fender flares here, we have our upper quarter panel armor with a taillight box with a rub rail. And this product is really great to do, one thing really well is I stand on this all the time to get on the roof rack to do yoga. So I mean, that's really important to have this rub rail. Some people use it to keep rocks out of their windows. I mean, I guess that's important too, but if you want to do yoga on the roof rack.
What is it, namaste, bitches?
Yeah, namaste, bitches. That's how we do it at JCR Offroad. And then matching up to that is our lower quarter panel armor. And these do 2 things. One thing they do is they protect this lower quarter panel armor, and if you've cut and folded, you can still mount these 2 uppers, and you still have that look, like you still have that full rocker. But the second thing they do is they tie into the bumper right here and right here. And that adds a ton of stiffness if you're running our bumper, especially our tire carrier bumper, because then you have the mounts to the rear cross member, and you actually have the mounts onto the body right here. And as you know, Cherokee's all one piece. The body is the frame, and anytime you can mount more things longer up that body, it's super important for hardcore wheeling.
So let's move to the bumper.
This is our Adventure tire carrier. We don't have a tire on it right now because we don't, what's the spare tire going to do you when you're on track? So we're just running a license plate hiding right on there. And this is our Vanguard rear bumper. And you can buy these as separates, which is really cool. So if you want to buy the rear bumper first, you don't have a big spare tire, you have a 30-inch in the back or a 31-inch in the back. Then you go bigger, you can buy this later, which is kind of cool. It's a modular design. So I'm actually going to close it because it looks like somebody didn't. So we don't want anybody to hurt themselves on that guy. So this is our Adventure roof rack, and it's kind of a special feature for SEMA. We prototyped some clamp-on bars here to run two-lay accessories. So we're running a 2-lay bike mount and a 2-lay snowboard mount on the other side there. If that's a product you're interested in, give us a call. We can do them. I'm not sure if we're going to make it a production item or not, but we certainly can make a few more of them if you're interested in doing that. Oh hey guys, I didn't see you there. Oh, you think the axle's better than? Oh, fine, whatever. Let's talk about the axle on this guy. This is a TerraFlex replacement housing, but it's basically exactly like a JK front Dana 44. So this Jeep has been running JK Rubicon axles ever since we built it. And we were running a factory Rubicon 44 with our trusses on it, but we went with the replacement TerraFlex housing for the bling factor, and they're really, really nice pieces. To fit a Rubicon 44, a JK Rubicon 44 in the front of a Cherokee, you're going to need to take the coil buckets, so the factory JK coil buckets with the lower control arm mounts, and you got to move them in. I think I moved them in 1 inch on each side, but I can check my notes to reference that. If you have a long arm or any really upper with a Johnny joint or a Heim joint, you should be able to use the factory upper mounts on the JK housing. And then besides that, we used a factory style track bar from BDS for the front, and then I actually ran it in the JK steering stabilizer hole. So I drilled that out, and that length was perfect. And then I ran JK steering on this for the longest time with a GM 1-ton tie rod end. Happens to be the exact same thread. So I ran a JK drag link, which this is right here, factory JK drag link. And this is just a GM 1-ton tie rod end, 7/8/18 thread. And then I drilled and reamed this pitman arm. And this down here, this is Cheroflex's big old beefy JK tie rod, and then a redneck ram.
Now, you guys that have been following the Scorpion Crawler know that Matt decided to go with these same axle shafts. So tell them the advantage of these JK. They're constant velocity joints, right? Instead of a U-joint?
Yeah, so RCV has been in the game as far as like CV style axle shafts for a very, very long time. And if any of you have came from the Toyota, the evil word Toyota market, you know that a Toyota front axle uses a CV joint or uses a constant velocity joint. There are some benefits and there's some disadvantages. The benefits to using a CV style shaft like that is as a U-joint, as you turn the axle on a U-joint, that usually has to travel in an oscillation. So you kind of get that chatter on a U-joint, and the strength changes as well. So a U-joint is weaker as you rotate off axis. A CV joint is always smooth all the way to the end of its travel, back and forth, and it's always smooth and it's always constant strength. The downside to a standard CV that you'd find in any vehicle is they're not as strong as a U-joint because of all the stuff you've got to fit in there, the balls, the bell. RCV solves that problem by using really, really expensive high-quality metals, and that's why their shafts are expensive, but they're worth it. If you don't want to ever have to worry about breaking an axle shaft on the trail, RCV is what you want. The tracks. Everyone's laughing about the tracks. I know you BleepinJeep fans. You're calling me, what is it? It's not really mall rated. Maybe it's like SEMA rated.
Yeah, this is a SEMA rated.
SEMA rated. These tracks are from American Track Truck out of Michigan. This is their Dominator. We're running the standard in the front and the XL in the back. We're from Michigan. It snows a lot in Michigan. I am using these tracks this winter. So the plan is the video. Maybe we'll pull some snowboarders around. Maybe we'll, who knows? We're JCR Offroad. You never know what we're going to do. But yeah, these bolt right on in place of your wheel. There's no suspension in the track itself, so all the suspension is on your Jeep, so it kind of keeps the price down. But yeah, this is great. And so far we've used them on the street. So we rode about 45 miles an hour down the road to get here to SEMA for a couple miles. And
what's that? Was that nice and smooth?
It was not smooth, but people were like, what is going on right now? People were stopping cars. We stopped traffic for a while, so.
Not quite as awesome as Matt's Sailor inspired Hope Floats project headliner, but still pretty awesome on this thing.
So I get it. You guys are tired of seeing my face. You're like, Daryl, please show me something pretty. Show me something pretty. I get it. Ta-da!
Oh, look at that.
This is some Jeep jewelry right here. This is a Titan Engines 4.7 liter short block, Keith Black pistons, Keith Black rods, a Titan crank, a comp cam with an Elbrock all aluminum performer head. I don't know if you guys saw this last year at SEMA. They debuted this aluminum head. Really, really nice for the guys that have, what is it, 99 to 01 XJs that have the head cracking problem? 2000 to 01. I had that problem in my XJ. This is a great solution because they updated everything. New combustion chambers, new style, better gas mileage, better power, flows better all around, and then we're running a painless 68mm throttle body on the factory intake manifold, and then a full Borla exhaust with stainless headers, stainless everything. I don't have it dynoed yet. I promised everyone a dyno. I didn't want to break it before I got to SEMA. I got it together and we had just enough time to get it here. So
tell all of our viewers what the rear horsepower to the wheels was when you dynoed it before all this.
So we dynoed the factory 4-liter that was in this guy. Keep in mind, it had 60,000 miles on it, on a Mustang dyno, 92 rear wheel horsepower.
That's
That's just awesome.
So good. So something might have been wrong with that motor. We don't know. I didn't tear it apart to see, but.
All right, so BleepinJeep viewers, I want you to post in the comment section below what you think that the rear wheel horsepower is going to be when Daryl finally gets this thing
On the dyno.
And maybe whoever's the closest,
Can we get him a JCR t-shirt?
I think we can, yep. So whoever the closest on the rear wheel horsepower number on the dyno is going to get a JCR t-shirt. Keep in mind, this guy doesn't have a tune on it at all. Factory tune, 24-pound injectors. If you have any other questions about what we've done to this motor, let me know. But yeah,
all right.
closest person, is it without going over or just the closest person?
Closest, the closest person.
Closest person.
All right, guys, that is the Real Hawk Snowhawk.
Yeah, Snowhawk Mountain Rescue. We gotta get the whole SEMA name.
Snowhawk Mountain Rescue. JCR Cherokee. I want to say thanks to Daryl for giving us the walk around, and for JCR for their support of BleepinJeep.
Thanks for your guys' support, man. I've seen a lot of orders come in from BleepinJeep family, and I really appreciate it. So whatever we can do for you, let us know.
Go to jcroffroad.com. You can check out all the projects, or the armor, bumpers, rock sliders, roof rack, all the stuff we showed you on this Jeep. That's available to you guys. And we will see you in the next episode.
I got to see those horsepower numbers so we can get you a t-shirt.
Horsepower numbers.
We'll do a t-shirt and a mall rated badge set because
T-shirt and mall rated badge.
we're up in it. We're up in it.
Sweetening the deal. Awesome. All right, post in the comment section below.
Thanks,
How many
man.
horsepower?
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Have a good show.
All right. Oh, go. Ta-da!
Get your mic on.
Hey, come on, Yeti, get out of here. Get out of here, Yeti. Go. Get out of here, Yeti.
Let me light this up. Let's see what's going on here.